afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with your Simpler Stocks free video for the weekend of January 30th, 31st, and for February 1st Monday video. Basically, I'm in Austin, so you see that we have sort of the reduced sort of screens here. You have things not exactly the way that I love them, where you're going to see like some Acantasia down here. You're going to have tiny fonts, and I'm sorry about that. But basically, I was flying yesterday, couldn't put out the video Friday night. This is Saturday afternoon. Let me show you what I'm looking at in here. First thing in here, obviously, you had the market go way up yesterday, up 50 on the ES, which it was funny because a lot of the charts I see, we've had a big rally and we're up against possible resistance, so it could go either way. Just sort of ironic we're up 50-50. So NASDAQ up 116. You see the bonds up also, which is something I'm going to go over. You have the Nikkei way up, and that's because of the easing by the Bank of Japan. You have the transports up 200. And what you're going to find in here really interesting, and I'm going to go over this. So you have China up. You have Germany up. This is called the DE Dow right here is the symbol through Thinkorswim that you could see in here of the Germany market. GJ China is the Chinese market. What I'm going to show you in here that I find absolutely fascinating is that corn's up, wheat's up, bonds up, oil up, gold up. Do you know how rare it is where every single product I watch is up the same day? I don't think I've seen it in the last year of every single one up the same day. What does that show you? Usually that shows you that somebody thinks we're really going to get some kind of manipulation by our central government, by our Fed, like they did in Japan. Very interesting situation. So let's go down to the charts and show you what I'm talking about or what I thought happened in the market. Basically, I talk all the time about tells of what is the thing that is going to make the market, so I can lean the correct way. Like we've known this for a long time that you've had this weekly chart look oversold, but that doesn't mean you can't go lower. So when I'm trading intraday or during the week, what am I looking at? This is what I keep showing, and I know it's a broken record, but I've been showing this for months, and I'm going to take off the futures on the left because we don't have that much space. So we've been watching the Nikkei here on the left, and I'm going to put the Nikkei on a weekly and a daily. We've been watching this level right here on the Nikkei, which actually I called, saying it would go to just under 16,000, which is just where it went. The thing about this, like you see on here, is this week when our market was selling off, the Nikkei stubbornly held up. Then when the Bank of Japan unexpectedly eased Thursday night, you saw this big pop in the Nikkei. Now, why could this be significant? Couple of reasons in here. Number one, you have on the left, you have that it looked like it broke down, and now you're not sure how to draw that trend line. And the reason I say that, and that's why charting is an art, not a science, is those little candles in there. Should you draw it from the body of the candles and forget about the wicks? If you do that, it's right against resistance right now. But on the other hand, that's one way to look at it. But on the other hand, put up a daily on the left, and put up a 195 on the right, or 78. And then zoom out, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Very possible. See this head and shoulders I've been warning about? I've been trying to show two scenarios. One is on the left that we go up to these areas, and I'm not saying it's a set price, but these areas, and we're going to roll back over, or that it was going to form this like so-called Stewie pattern here in inverse head and shoulders, and now that it's broken it, it could go up. I'm going to make this a little thicker, the width of this this drawing tool. Give me a second. That we could go up by that amount, which would put the Nikkei up a little over 18,600. Now, why is that significant? What I was talking about tells. Put on the left, put the Nikkei now, and put this back on that 78-minute. And now on the right, if you unlink it, put the ESs. And this is what I saw as a trader on Thursday night and Friday morning was this, that if the Nikkei on the left was going to break this head and shoulders, then what was going to happen is probably the ESs were going to break the head and shoulders as well. Now, a lot of people are talking about 1910, and 1910 is a big level. I look at it right here, and that level is 1804, right there to about 18, let's say 1894. So let's say 90 points. That gets you 90 more points up, which gets you right to this area, right in this area here. Now, why is that significant? Take off the drawing tools, put the ESs on both charts. Put up a daily chart in here, and you'll see the resistance, and where is it? Exactly in that area that this head and shoulders might project to. That's something you're going to have to watch this week, is watching this area in here. Other thing we're going to talk about on the premium side today is what would be the tells that would tell you that we're going to roll back over or that we're going to soar right to these levels? Is there any other tell that can foresee see what's going to happen next week? We're going to talk about also the that there were imbalances, major imbalances on Friday for the end of the month, that hedge funds had to do certain strategies, and we'll talk about that on the premium site. I'm going to show you some of the earnings coming out this week, and we're also going to talk about gaps, and we're going to talk about what algorithms look at in overall gaps in the SPX and where to expect the SPX to maybe go if computer programs are targeting those gaps. So as you know, we have a $7 30-day trial that includes all my premium videos, includes an hour chat where I'm on live every morning to answer everybody's questions. I then post charts at night and in the morning of indexes and also stocks that I think are going to be in the news. And then we have a forum that's become incredibly active, where hundreds of members are on all day, that they can post ideas among themselves or pose questions to me, and everybody knows I usually answer them within an hour. So I hope that helps everybody. Have a great weekend. My next one, I'll have out a video on Monday night.